and that was it. So eventually, the Western Regional Government succeeded in extracting the local government police forces from the overarching control of the Nigeria Police Force. They managed to have only one officer, Olujobi, as genuine Superintendent General from within the local government police forces before the coup took place. That's the story. So, but in the north, for all times, MPF was MPF. Native Authority Police was Native Authority Police.
Fast forward and then come to the stage where the NPF, the Nigerian Police Force as we know it today, came into being. Now, it's been said that part of the challenges, the issues with this setup was that the initial idea of policing was not to have a civil law enforcement agency, but to have an agency that the colonialists could use to cow the local populace and achieve their aims. And it's said that that's what has remained with the police till date.
Now, let's put it this way. When the British went out to govern the territories, they went out with two philosophies of policing. One was for strangers to police strangers. The other was for likes to police likes. That philosophy of strangers policing strangers was what undergirded the founding or constitution of what we know today as Nigeria Police Force. And what was the whole idea? The police was established in the territories more for regime control, that is, maintenance of law and order, rather than what is ordinarily said to be the primary role of the police, the prevention of crime, but when that fails, the detection of crime and bringing the criminals to justice. But in the territories, because the roles were mixed, whether with military or police, it was to overcome those upon whom you were imposing your will. That was what colonial rule was all about. So, you read in the files that so many pacification raids were deployed in those early years of colonial rule. Now you ask yourself, what is pacification? A man is living in his home. A stranger has come to say, I'm your new boss. And the man says, from where? For challenging you, you want to overwhelm him and punish him. And you call it pacification raids. So that orientation is still with our police state today, i.e., the police is for maintenance of law and order, which is not necessarily a negative thing, because in any society, if there is no maintenance of law and order, there will be anarchy. And no policeman recruits himself. The policeman is an agent of the government of the day. And that's a point that Nigerians need to take on board when you are assessing the police in their terms of their conduct. And it cannot but be so, because even in Nigeria now, you still keep talking about our democracy being young. You begin to wonder when it will ever mature to be old or adolescent. But we are making progress. Say what you may, this is the longest we have had with democratic governance. 1999 to 2024, some 25 solid years, we are making progress. So the orientation of the police in the matter of where should the greater weight be put, prevention of crime, which does not happen absolutely anywhere, because human beings who engage in criminal acts have so many ways to do what they must do. But the police has a responsibility, to detect, to prevent. Where they cannot, you detect. And let's give some credit to our police officers. In this regard, they are doing the best that they can. We must accept the fact that the number is just too low. Considering our population explosion, we need to recruit more police. Even now that we're on the road to making other levels of government, but especially in the the state government. That does not stop or shouldn't stop the federal government from increasing the number of police officers, put more men